Hello and welcome to another Zach Carnage video. So today we're looking at some of the most underplayed models of the entire Necron army, and probably without good reason. These are the Deathmarks. These are quite cool models from GW. So the model themselves, they're actually very nice to look at on the table. They look very cool, and they play very nicely as well. First of all, reasons why you should take the Deathmarks. They're pretty cheap. It's only 19 points per model, so Unit 5 is what, 95? But then, you know, they're more expensive than buying Warriors, so why would you buy these? Well, they're Elites. They're the second cheapest unit in the Elites choice selection, if you get 5 of them. Although I would actually suggest getting 10 of these. I don't have 10 myself. I'm planning on getting 5 more soon, because they become a lot more effective. So what's the main appeal of the Deathmarks? Well, with their special synaptic disintegrators, they're able to wound any chosen unit on a 2+. This is just brilliant against things like Terminators, where you need to score those wounding hits. Basically, what you want to do is try and get as many shots into the Terminators as possible. And if you have a Destroyer Lord hanging around, you can always chuck him in the unit, because the point is that you're going to need to get as many hits on the Terminators as possible, so that you can start rolling those 2s to wound and start really dealing some damage. Now, because these are actually sniper rifles, obviously you get the added bonuses, so you're going to be ignoring the odd armor save here and there, and then also, you know, taking out specific characters. So if you've got if you have a unit of Termies coming at you and one of them's got an assault cannon, you can try and pop him off, which is always very fun. So the Destroyer Lord is just here to give you preferred enemy and let you deal a few extra attacks. Although I really would advise taking 10 of these guys, because then you're getting double the amount of shots, and they're not that expensive. Compared with everything else in the Necron Elite section, these guys are definitely worth their points a lot more than things like Lich Guard, because a Lich Guard will just get blown apart walking across the battlefield unless you put them in some sort of transport. Whereas these guys have the ability to deep strike. Now they do have the what's it called? Ethereal Interception, which lets them deep strike immediately after an enemy unit comes down. So if say my enemy drops a squad of, I don't know, if they drop a Dreadnought down here, then I might decide I'm going to drop my Deathmarks in. Although I don't really see much point in that, actually, because you're coming down in the enemy turn, so you're going to get shot apart unless you've got loads of them. I don't know, it just seems a bit like a waste of points. The good thing is that you know when you're going to come in, so you get down on the table straight away. You wouldn't have to wait until you roll. But other than that, you know, you're kind of letting your opponent shoot at you for an extra turn or so. So, I don't know, I don't really see much point in that. I just deep strike them normally, or have them on the table from the start. You know, because if you stick these guys behind some decent cover, and you know have your have something else big on the table for your enemy to shoot at, so that they aren't going to be shooting at these guys. Especially seeing as troops are now important. So if you had a unit of warriors that your enemy is going to be blowing apart, then draw as far away from these guys, and that's really what you want, because these are the ones that are going to start doing some killing. Now, obviously with 6th edition, rapid fire weapons, you can now move and then shoot, so that's a lot better for these, because these are kind of like iffy sniper rifles. They've only got 24-inch range, and they're rapid fire, so I don't know, they're useful for if you can close that gap and make it to your opponent within a reasonable amount of time, then you can start blowing everything out of them, really, because the guns with these guys are just that good. But hopefully that's given you some things to think about. Love the look of the models, love the fact that you can wound one specific enemy unit on 2+, and always try and go for something that's going to get you the most points, or is going to keep your units alive. So I normally go with Terminators for this, because if I get rid of the Terminators, I'm not losing my troops so much. Otherwise, go for their Warlord, because then you get Slay the Warlord. But thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to leave any comments or suggestions that you have down below. And stay tuned for more Zack Carnage videos.